I really don't know what I'm doing. Blackberry thief. What do you think of those big chickens over there, huh? What do you think of those big chickens? You're such a good girl. You ready to go back and get the duckies? Let's go. Come on, Lucy. Good girl. Harriet, how did your babies get up there? Oh my goodness gracious. That is so high, they are going to hurt themselves. This is bad parenting. No, they should not be up there. That's too high for little babies to be jumping. You're crazy. Hello, little chickies. Let's go down, shall we?
This is amazing blackberries.
Nice. You filling that bucket?
One more. Amazing blackberries for amazing and fun.
Yummy maze, huh?
Mommy, basket I call blackberry pebble paste. I'm going to goatee boat.
Is she trying to eat the blackberries?
I call her a goatee boat.
Demelza, are you helping? You're just eating all the blackberry bushes, aren't you?
Maze? Get those ones. Mama, can you help me get those ones?
Yes, I'll be there in a minute.
Are you doing it?
There's a bunch over there. But these are not thornless, so those are going to be hard to get. I'm in for a lot of scratches.
That's all.
Hardest part about harvesting these, aside from the thorns, is these. I don't know what they are. They look similar to a blackberry, but the leaves are much, much bigger. See these little blackberry leaves? And then these giant leaves here. And also the thorns are much bigger. And they grow all throughout the blackberry patch. And they stick in your clothes and in your hands and they hurt. So if you know what these are, let me know. I've tried to look it up. I've even asked in plant identification groups and they all just said, oh, it's blackberries, but they're not blackberries. They don't get flowers, they don't get berries, just thorns. So let me know if you know what those are. That's a pretty good harvest, huh?
Yeah. It is amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen that many blackberries before. There.
Don't drop it.
Putting another egg in there.
Oh.
Did it freeze?
Nope. And there's one over there.
Mm-hmm.
Gretchen has been broody again, so we're taking that egg out of the big coop and putting it in the little one so she won't sit on it. Lambo, what are you doing? Why are you in there? Can't you see they're scared of you? Get out. You seriously broke through there? Go home. What was that doggy doing in there? Was there a doggy in your cage? That naughty dog. What a naughty dog. Again? Really? Something is wrong with this picture. What are you guys doing out here? What are you doing here? Huh? You aren't supposed to be out here. Did that doggy let you out? Oy. Clearly we need better straps, huh? He keeps opening your cage. That's not good. That's not good. You seem very happy over here, though. Are you enjoying yourselves? Yeah. Oh, Lucy. She's taking a snooze. She's taking a snooze. Okay, so this cage we got here, these are just held together. It didn't really have directions. These just kind of slip on here and hold it together somewhat until a dog comes around and, you know, messes it up. It also came with these clips. Again, didn't really say what they were for, but I'm thinking I'm going to use them on here because clearly those are not working. They're great if nobody's messing with it, but if you start pushing it around, clearly they come undone. So I'm going to hook these together with the hooks. See if that works better, because that dog needs to stop knocking this thing loose. They're in here for a reason, to keep them safe from predators. Apparently dogs included. Miss Broody Britches over here. The past, what, 3-4 days? She keeps trying to steal the eggs. They're not fertilized, my dear. They won't hatch. Can I please have them? I even took out the ceramic ones to deter her. But then every time somebody lays one, she runs in here and sits on them. What do you think? Should I get her some fertilized eggs to hatch? Or should I keep taking them until she stops being broody? Is that all there is today? Just 3? Alright, just sit there and she'll come to you. Little Lucy is imprinted on me, but not so much the kids. So we're trying to have them hand feed her so she can get used to them better. And the noisy ducks in the background want their breakfast. Don't you guys? You're getting too big for your tubs. Is that good, Lucy? Oh, you like the plantain, huh?
Yeah.
She likes the plantain. Yum, yum.
What is that?
And you can pet her too while you're feeding her. Say her name. Say Lucy Goose, Goose Goose.
I'm going to get it.
Watch her hair. She's going to get your hair. Meanwhile, and no matter how much they handle the ducks, Charlotte is the only one that really enjoys it.
Mommy,
That's okay.
Mommy, she likes my shirt. Ow.
Hi.
Stop getting on me.
I don't think I mentioned it last night, but this is actually a large dog cage. So it's made for dogs. And yet, Lambo keeps pushing it in and everything. And for the record, he's not trying to get the ducks. Our dogs are actually really good with all the animals. We trained them to leave the chickens alone, and they just kind of, I don't know, I guess they figured out that that means everybody. So they are fairly well trained, though rusty. So they understand when we tell them to leave something alone. But so he wasn't after the birds, he was after their food and their poop. But anyway, so these stakes came with the cage as well. So I'm going to try to stake down around the perimeter, so then hopefully he can't shove it in, because he was just kind of collapsing it so that he could get to the things he wanted, and I don't want the ducks getting squished. So let's try this. Hey Lucy, let's see how easy these are to do by hand. We got a little bit of rain last night, I don't know how much, but it's been pretty droughty around here. And this is an odd angle. Yeah, that ground's too hard. Okay, so much for that idea. Might need a hammer. Okay, well that worked well. Good morning. So sun always hits me right in the eyes at this time of day, but it's always lovely out. I'm on my way out to take care of the animals. Got my chicken food and my goat bottles and some, what are these called? Probiotics for the goats, just trying to help with those immune systems. And then have a busy day. Gotta get some pizza dough made, gotta get, a neighbor actually gave us a whole bag full of cucumbers last night. And I'd like to pickle those up today. If you've been watching, following over on Instagram, you see we've been doing a lot of food preservation this year, but not a lot of it has been stuff that we've actually grown, and that's okay. Homesteading isn't necessarily all about growing every single thing you eat, though, I mean, obviously that's a cool goal to set, but it's about being wise with the food that you do have. If you find a really great deal on some kind of produce, then yeah, grab it, preserve it. You can still eat it in the winter even if you didn't grow it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But first I gotta get all these animals fed. Come here, Cooper. This is a bit of a pain. It's kind of huge. Oh, you want that? You want that? Oh, I totally missed. Sorry about that. Now it's on the floor. Come here. You gonna get it in your mouth? Ooh. Okay, we'll do your mouth first. Here. She doesn't like it as much as Daisy. There you go. Hey, Daisy. Here you go. There you go. Is that yummy? Yum, 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 yum. See if I can get this out today. Got the duck enclosure moved, got their water filled, now to get the ducks.
You like your plantain clover pudding?
Here's Lucy.
Probably need more water in this.
Well, welcome to the kitchen. We've got Pickle Central going on over here. And I completely forgot to record the first thing I did, which was I used the smaller the smaller cucumbers that she had given me and just cut the ends off. And then I have them soaking in the refrigerator in an iced saltwater bath for several hours just to help keep them crisp. And then later this evening I will get back to the actual pickling and canning of those. For now, the rest of these I'm going to be making fermented pickles with. They are bigger, so they may not be super crisp, but they're free. So I don't want them to go to waste, you know, don't want to waste food. So I'm going to use them anyways, and it'll be what it is. So let's get these fermented. Fermenting pickles is the traditional way that pickles were made, you know, before canning and all that. Instead of using vinegar, you use a saltwater brine, and they sit at room temperature for about a week, and that allows good bacteria to grow and flourish, and probiotics, so they're really super good for you and really quick and easy to put together. So let's get to it. Down here is where I keep a lot of my herbs and kombucha bottles, onions, things like that. So I'm just going to slide these in here where it's nice and dark, but warm. And leave them for about a week. Now I will be honest, I have attempted fermented pickles before and I've yet to have them turn out. But fail forward, right? Keep trying. I have always end up with mold issues, which, I mean, it's not super uncommon with ferments, but we'll keep trying. Queen of the playset. Whoa, Demelza! But Daisy comes back for a rematch. Well, that was clumsy. You should be careful on there. Might get a foot stuck. Is this why you're screaming? Huh? How did you manage that? How did you get your head in there? This is why we just bud them. Well, her. Not Demelza, she's pulled. Because goats do stupid stuff like this. And then their horns get stuck, or in this case, her head without horns. You goober. Come on. Back up. There you go. Hey. What am I going to do with you? You crazy. You crazy, crazy. Good thing I wasn't inside very long, huh? All right, time for bed. Come on. Well, that's the end of a long, busy day. Very busy. In fact, so busy that I forgot to show the end of the pizza. Sorry. And I, just before coming out here, remembered that I still have those pickles in the refrigerator that I have not pickled yet. And I almost forgot to lock up these other chickens. I should do that. I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I have the brine. The sugar is dissolved. I'm making bread and butter pickles. Onions and cucumbers are in there. Bringing it to a boil. And then they're ready to go in jars that aren't hot yet, because this ain't boiling yet, because it takes forever. It'll be interesting fitting them in the jars, because I didn't want to use pickling lime. Long story short, there's some risks involved with it that I didn't think was worth it, so I'm trying some other ways of keeping the pickles crisp, one of them being leaving them whole, which, like I said, these are kind of fat, kind of really big. So some of them I did have to cut down. So those will be interesting to fit into the jars. Another thing you saw, I soaked them in the ice salt water all day. I'm also going to be putting black tea in the jars with the pickles, because the tannins are supposed to help keep it crisp, prevent mushiness. So we'll see how it goes. This is all one big experiment. It might be great. It might be gross. We'll find out.